Hi, and welcome to this short video on SAP ABAP programming. ABAP is the proprietary programming language from SAP, which SAP has developed to build applications on SAP software. ABAP, or ABAP as spoken by Americans, stands for Advanced Business Application Programming. ABAP has a long history of 35 years, and it has passed through many evolutionary stages. It started its journey in the late 70s as macro assembler in the world of mainframes. SAP developed it as a report generation tool on SAP R2 system. In the coming years, SAP added more features to the language like dialogue-based transaction processing, which meant user has a interface where he or she can make input and update data into the SAP system or get output. With this capability, SAP ABAP was ready to build business applications. ABAP got its major push when SAP launched SAP R3, one of the most popular products from SAP. It was based on client-server architecture. ABAP was not just a component on SAP R3 system, but it formed the software basis of the system itself. Except the system core, which was written in C language, everything else SAP basis, the system administration part, all the application components, and a web development workbench where SAP developers spend most of their time building applications were all developed in ABAP language. So ABAP came to the center stage in SAP R3 system with the capabilities of dialog programming and SQL integration to access database. ABAP became the fourth generation programming language and it was renamed as ABAP 4 to convey the message. Parallelly, there were other developments going on in the world of technology. Internet was born and was growing by leaps and bounds. Java programming language was created and it became highly popular by the turn of the century. Java was universal and platform independent. It followed the object-oriented style of programming. The applications built with Java were based on MVC architecture, which allowed the separation of the UI logic from the application logic, thus simplifying the development and maintenance of the applications. With the success of Java, object-oriented style of programming became popular, and SAP decided to go the object-oriented way for ABAP. SAP enhanced ABAP to include object-oriented features, and this object-oriented extension of the fourth generation ABAP was called ABAP objects. ABAP objects plus the fourth generation ABAP language, it became a hybrid language with the features from the old procedural programming model to maintain the backward compatibility and the modern object-oriented style of programming to include the benefits from the object-oriented model. But ABAP kept pace with the time. In 2004, SAP launched its one of the most talked about product, SAP NetWeaver 2004. It was an integration and technology platform for the heterogeneous IT environment of the enterprises. One of the surprises included was Java. Java got the prime importance in SAP NetWeaver. In fact, SAP offered ABAP stack and Java stack on its technical foundation. The applications built using ABAP in the native SAP environment ran on ABAP stack, and SAP offered a development tool, NetWeaver Developer Studio, to build Java-based applications. SAP also developed a WebInfra framework for Java, which allowed the use of model view controller architecture, popular and successful in the world of Java. So thus bringing this capability to SAP enterprise software. Java-based applications ran on a Java stack of NetWeaver. They were web-based, and the MVC architecture allowed the applications uh, to separate the UI logic from the application logic. Customers were happy because they had an option of building applications in Java. Java skill set was less expensive than ABAP skill set in the marketplace. So the software solutions built in Java were cost effective. But the same was not true for the ABAP stakeholders. There was a growing speculation that one day Java may replace ABAP on the SAP system, and this fear was not unreal. It was very much valid and relevant. With the second release of SAP NetWeaver 2004S, SAP offered the same WebInfra framework for ABAP, and it enhanced ABAP development workbench to include the features from WebInfra framework. SAP developers could build web-based applications from within the native SAP environment, uh, from the ABAP development workbench. You see that ABAP not only stood the test of the time, but it has constantly evolved also. It is still evolving. If we look at the latest development, SAP NetWeaver latest release, which is 7.4, was optimized for use of HANA as an underlying database. ABAP language was enhanced further to include additions to maximize the benefits from use of SAP HANA as an underlying database. For those of you who don't know about SAP HANA, it's the in-memory database from SAP, and the concept is to take whole of the database to the main memory so as to access it instantly and on the fly. But there should be software to make use of this capability of SAP HANA to maximize the performance. So that's why SAP NetWeaver was optimized and ABAP was enhanced to maximize the benefit from SAP HANA. So this is one of the latest developments. With this, our discussion comes to an end. To conclude, ABAP is a powerful programming language to build business applications. SAP has introduced the new and the latest features from time to time, from taking a cue from other programming languages, and the language is still evolving. So that completes this session on an introduction to ABAP. Thank you for watching this video. See you